free coffee mornings for women in business and thought, oh, I'll just see how they go. And they've been going extremely well, and somebody said, well, you must keep this going. So I said, well, whilst there's still a demand, I'll keep it going. And I think there's about 25 of us here today, so welcome and thank you for coming along. The structure for today, as you probably gathered downstairs, you were asked to introduce yourself to 3 people that you've never met before. That was hopefully a little bit of an icebreaker for you. There's nothing worse, I think, than going to a networking event where you feel uncomfortable, where you feel that you can't sort of relax. So rest assured you won't be expected to stand up and do any pitches or anything like that, unless of course you want to. If you want to do a song and dance, be my guest. But please don't feel under any pressure whatsoever to have to do that. The way we're going to do this is I'm going to sort of have a chat with you for about 10-15 minutes, and then after that I'm going to let you just enjoy yourselves, talk to one another, eat cake, drink coffee, and then after about 15-20 minutes I'll blow the whistle and get you to move around. And the reason I do that is because notoriously what people will do is they'll walk into a room and they will go to the people that they know or they recognise, which I think they probably all did, if we know anybody. That's quite a common thing, which is why I got you to introduce yourself to 3 people you've not met before. And also the reason I do get you to move around after about 15 minutes is so that you can get to meet as many people here today as you possibly can. The list that you were given is a list of everybody's contact details. Now that list, I'm not suggesting that you all of a sudden load everybody onto your database and start sending them emails. I'm sure not everyone would appreciate that. For data protection, you need to have people's permission to send them details. But the purpose of that list is to help you, so you can save on a few business cards perhaps and just give them out as and when you feel you're making a quality connection with somebody. To give you the contact details so that you can follow up. So if you have a really good conversation with somebody here today and you think, I think we should meet for coffee or meet for lunch, this is just about breaking the ice and starting a relationship for you. The rest is up to you, so you can make follow-up calls or emails or contacts with the people that you feel may be a benefit to you, or you may be a benefit to them in the future. A lot of people ask me about networking, and a lot of the reasons you might be here are to sell or promote your products and services. There's no harm in doing that, and the majority of people are here for that very reason. But what I'd like you to really think about is, if we were all here just to sell, then we wouldn't really get very far in terms of relationships. And often I've found that, particularly male-dominated networking events, that's often how some women are left to feel. I'm not saying that's the case at all, but that's certainly the experience I've heard from others. So don't just come here with a mind of thinking, who can I sell my product or service to? I'd rather you came with the mind, how do I think I could help somebody? And when you're listening to what somebody has to say, think about how you might be able to help them. Not necessarily sell to them, but how might you be able to work together on a project you might be involved in? How might you be able to refer them or recommend them to people you know? If you think of it in that way, then you will find that networking will pay off, but it does take time. Anybody who thinks that they will be able to sell here and now and get an order or a signature, I would very much doubt it. It's all about relationship building, and it's about getting to know your contacts. And I want to give you some examples of that, because I feel totally privileged to be in this room we've met all of you here today, but in particular there's some individuals I've been working with for quite some time on various different things, and I'd really like to highlight some of those. So apologies for those of you that don't get a mention, but I just want to give you a flavour about what networking can do if it's done in a professional and in the right way. Some say to me, can we mix business with pleasure? Absolutely, I mix business with pleasure. There's a fine line about talking about business around the tea table all the time, but certainly I believe that you can mix business with pleasure, and let's be honest, I only do business with people I like.